I knew it was too good to be true. We have not only recently had the previous DJI Fly App, and we have got a new one already. This is 1.12.6, and the description of the updates is pretty bland indeed, and certainly not very descriptive, but that just means that people like me, YouTubers, GAVINHR, I go through this app in a huge amount of detail with various drones. For this one, I've used the DJI Mini 3 Pro, the Mini 4 Pro, and an old firm favourite, the DJI Mini 2, to see if there's anything new. So all the details coming right up. So obviously not wanting to waste your time, I'll be completely honest with you at this moment, and if you switch off, fine, obviously that you're well within your rights to do so, but basically looking through all the menus, I have found nothing specific, okay, for basically, like I said, the DJI Mini 2, the Mini 3 Pro, or the Mini 4 Pro, that basically improves, even though it's offering us various improvements, I cannot see anything that's been tweaked, altered, or fixed. Everything basically that I found that was an issue before, like with the active tracking with the DJI Mini 4 Pro, that is still an issue, but of course the DJI Mini 3 Pro and the DJI Mini 2, everything is working exactly as it should. So of course, like I've mentioned, I have been out with the DJI Mini 2, an old firm favourite of the channel, and of course many of you viewers came to my channel because I was reviewing that drone, so I thought I'd just take a quick flight out with this drone. Of course, before we do, we're just going to look through the menus and see if there was anything new, but as I've already alluded, absolutely nothing new at all, so nothing really I can advise there. Now, certainly nothing new, but one thing I did notice on the DJI Mini 4 Pro earlier, which has never basically popped up for me in the time that I've had it, but it certainly did now, is this new eco mode. So essentially, if you do have the Mini 4 Pro on the bench transferring photos or just messing about in the apps or updating firmware, the drone, if it does get a little bit hot, can go into this eco mode where it's designed to lower the temperature on your drone. As you can see here, basically it won't allow us to do anything. We have to immediately sort of take off because it's reached the operating limit. So if we did want to do anything, we have to take off, because of course the blades on the Mini 4 Pro do push air into the vents to keep it cool. So as I mentioned earlier, just continuing our flight with the DJI Mini 2, this really is an old favourite of mine and I do love it. What I've found is the Mini 2 was just so less intrusive. Of course the Mini 3 and the Mini 4 with their obstacle avoidance, I always find quite difficult, because of course if I've got obstacle avoidance turned on and I want to come in and land, especially in an enclosed area, it's quite difficult. It doesn't want to. I feel like sometimes it's got too many sensors, where the Mini 2, it basically goes exactly where you want it to. Now it's fair to say for the DJI Mini 2, this wind is quite a stiff breeze. As you can see, if I just lift off the throttle, we are getting blown to the right a fair bit. It's not a fault of the drone, it's just the fact that it is pretty windy. Even though we're not getting that strong wind warning because we're not trying to fight the wind at the moment, of course we are still getting blown about a fair bit. But testing the usual things that we like to test on this channel, of course, will it select a target using quickshot? As you can see there, it is selecting the target absolutely fine, and we're just going to quickly execute that drone just to make sure it's locking onto the target. And the reason why I like to test this is because, you know, quite some time ago now, maybe a year ago, it basically, DJI did an update of the Fly app and it would not select a target, or it kept losing it. But as you can see, it's working absolutely fine. And we're just going to finish this little flight off with just a simple return to home test, just to make sure that is performing correctly. Okay, we'll just fast forward that on a little bit, and as you can see, it has got us all the way back to the home point. Of course, when it comes to the Mini 2, this isn't a drone that's got precision landing, okay, so it may well be a little bit off, which is why at this stage, as we're getting closer to the ground, I always like to basically cancel the return to home and land the drone manually. So there we go. I wanted to just put out this short video for you guys, bringing back an old firm favourite to the channel. And of course, I've tested the menus on the DJI Mini 3 Pro and the Mini 4. And as far as I can see, and testing by being out flying with these drones, I've seen no difference whatsoever. There's nothing new in any of the menus. And it's nice to know that if you did want to upgrade, everything is working exactly as it should. Now, if you are interested in something quite geeky but also informative, DJI have basically announced their 2023 flight report, which basically gives you all your statistics for the previous calendar year. So if you want to know how you find that, I will leave a link to the video I've made right here so you can go check that out. If you found this video useful, please do give it a big thumbs up. It really helps the YouTube algorithm tell more people just like you might want to watch my content. Subscribe if you're awesome, and until next time, see you again soon.